Welcome dear students. In this video lecture we are going to solve a problem in the topic sections of solids under the cutting plane perpendicular to HP and inclined to VP. Let's go and solve the problem. And the current question is a hexagonal pyramid of base side 35 mm and height 65 mm rests on HP on its base with two of the base edges equally inclined to VP. It is cut by a vertical plane inclined at 35 degree to VP at a distance of 8 mm from the axis. Draw the top view, sectional front view and the true shape of the section. So this problem is also very similar to the previous problem, and here our solid hexagonal pyramid is going to rest on the horizontal plane by its base. At the meantime, how it is resting is it is resting with two of the base edges being equally inclined to VP. See here, it's going to rest on HP on its base and two of the base edges equally inclined to VP. So we need to draw a hexagonal base in the top view, and the meantime the two of the base edges being equally inclined to the vertical plane. So the inclination can be find very simple. The total included angle between the two sides of the hexagon is 120 degree. So the remaining angle uh, by subtracting it with 180 is 60 degree. So that 60 degree should be divided into two equal parts in two sides. So the angle is 30 degree. Simply you need to draw a hexagon with 30 degree inclined to VP one side, and then we can complete the base view of the hexagon. In this way we can complete the base view, which is followed by the lateral view of the solid. Let's go and solve the problem. Starting from the XY line. So as per our recent discussion, we need to draw one base side of the hexagon with a 30 degree inclination to the XY line. And then rest of the sides we can draw. Yes. It is a hexagonal pyramid. So it's having apex point. By connecting the opposite corners of the hexagon, we can mark the apex point. So everything now I am doing with 2H pencil. After sectioning of the solid only, I will get to know what are all the retained portions. So up to that I have to maintain everything with mild darkness. It's O, and starting from A, B, C, D, E and F. Now I need to project each and every corner towards the front view. and the axis height of the solid is given as 65 mm. So at that height I need to mark the apex point. Here O dash is there, and the base corners A dash, B dash, here C dash and F dash, and here D dash and E dash. And now I have to join the slant edges with 2H pencil only. Now the projections of the solid is over. We need to consider about the cutting plane. This solid is going to cut by a vertical plane inclined at 35° to VP. So in the previous problems, the relation with the cutting plane and the horizontal plane and vertical planes are clearly defined. That is, the cutting plane is perpendicular to HP and inclined to VP, or perpendicular to VP and inclined to HP. In this way, the terms HP and VP are mentioned clearly. But in this problem, you can look one thing. The cutting plane nature is given as vertical plane inclined at 35° to VP. In general, in this type of problems, the term vertical will directly means that perpendicular to HP. Perpendicular to HP. So this cutting plane, vertical plane inclined at 35° to VP is nothing but the cutting plane perpendicular to HP and inclined at 35° to VP. So in this way you have to take this, and further at a distance of 8 mm from the solid axis. So in this problem, like the previous problem, the cutting plane is going to drawn in the top view only. At the same time, the cutting plane passes through the solid at a distance 8 mm from the axis. So first we need to draw a guider circle with 8 mm radius around this axis point to facilitate the cutting plane travel as a tangent to that estimator circle. Yes. Now the cutting plane is inclined at 35° to HP. 35° to HP. So take a cutting plane with 35° inclination to VP. Yes, you can cut in this way or in that way also. Both are acceptable. And with the proper line format, we have to draw the cutting plane. Yes, just we cut the solid, and first we needed to mark the cut points. So start to travel from the extreme and any one extreme end of the cutting plane. Wherever an intersection with an edges happen, you need to avoid a cut point. Here the first intersection is happening. Just examine how many edges are passing in this way. A, B, only one edge, so I have to avoid only one cut point in this part. Say it is P, and continue your travel. One more intersection, it is an edge OA, it is OA, so I have to avoid only one cut point. Don't bother about whether it is a base edge or slant edge. If it is an edge, you have to avoid a cut point Q, and continue your travel. Again intersection is there, it is OF, so only one edge is passing, I need to avoid only one cut point. Say it is R, and continue your travel. Here one more intersection, it is EF, only one edge, so I need to give only one cut point. Say it is S, and then highlight the retained portion with the HB pencil. uh, if you consider the portion which is in the left side of the cutting plane and the right side of the cutting plane, this portion is the retained portion and that portion is the removed portion. Because when you consider our role, this is your observer and this is what our cutting plane, so the portion lies between the observer and the cutting plane. This portion is considered to be the removed portion and the other one is retained portion. Now let me to highlight the edges in the retained portion. Small portion in the AB is retained. BC, CD, DE, and ES. In addition to the retained portions of the base edges, you can see in the slant edges also the retained edges should be darkened. The slant edges OB is completely retained and OE, OC, OD. And for the edges OA and OF, now they are just OQ and OR. So highlight that span only. Yes. Now the works in the top view is over. We need to project the cut points towards the front view area. Before that, it's better to have the address of each and every cutting plane. For example, the point P, Q, R, S are the four cut points obtained in this problem. The point P is in the edge AB, point Q is in the edge OA, and point R is in the edge OF, and the point S is in the edge EF. In this manner, we have to mark them in the front view. Project them. Already the cutting point P is having its own projector and its location is also the edge AB. So I can mark here the cut point P dash. P dash. The same way, now project the cut point Q. The location of the cut point Q is in the edge OA. So the edge OA is here, and I can mark the cut point Q dash here. And it's not possible to project the cut point R in order to mark it in the edge OF in the front view, since the edge OF and O dash F dash are perpendicular to XY in both front and top views. So in this type of situation, we need to do a different task in the reverse manner. Already we know this process. In this situation, we have to do it in the reverse manner. Just make your O as center and R as radius. O as center and R as radius. See, let me to zoom in this. Now make O as center in the compass and R as radius in your compass, and draw an arc to any slant edge. Say I am moving it to OE by drawing an arc. Here I am having a point. Now project this point towards the respective slant edge. Here I am marking it in OE. So project it towards the OE in the front view. Drop the point in this. Drop the point. And now here a new point is obtained. From this new point, draw a horizontal towards the edge OF. Now you will get a point. This point is nothing but our R dash. In this way, we need to mark the point. So this is the procedure. This procedure is followed in the reverse manner in the previous problems in this kind of situations. Here we need to follow in this way. Let me to rub off the unnecessary things. Now project the point S towards the front view. The location of the S is EF, the edge EF. EF is a base edge. So in the base itself, we can mark the point S dash. Now our very first duty is to connect all the cut points with straight lines and hatch the surface bounded by connecting these cut points. Starting from the point P, Q, R, S. Now hatch the surface bounded by connecting the cut points. Now one more duty, very important duty is you needed to highlight the retained portion with the HB pencil. So by seeing the top view, this portion is the retained portion, and that portion is the this portion is the removed portion, and that portion is the retained portion. So this has to be darkened in the front view also with the HB pencil. Now I just highlighted the retained portion in the front view, and this is nothing but the sectional front view and a top view. The rest of the duty is to draw the true shape of the section. For that, our regular procedure we can follow. First, you have to project each and every cut points from the cutting plane by maintaining them perpendicular to the cutting plane. So make your drafter perpendicular to your cutting plane and project your cut points towards the front view area. At a convenient place, I need to mark the x1 y1, the auxiliary reference line, which is parallel to your cutting plane. Now, for our understanding purpose, I am mentioning the projector's caption. This is the projector of the point P, and that is the projector of point Q, and here it is R, and there it is S. And now we need to mark the cut points with respect to the x1 y1 by measuring the distance between the cut points with respect to x y from the front view. So the cut point P dash is in the xy line itself, so I need to mark the point P in x1 y1 itself and measure the distance between the xy and the q. The vertical distance only you need to measure, the distance between the cut point q dash and the xy line, the vertical distance, and mark the distance to mark the point q from x1 y1. Maybe here it's q, and measure the distance between the xy and r dash, and in the projector of r mark the point r with the same distance between the proposed point r and x1 y1. This will be approximately here, and the point S dash is in the xy line itself. So I have to mark in the projector x1 y1, projector of S. I need to mark the point S in x1 y1. Now I have to connect all the cut points with HB pencil. And after that I needed to hatch it with our regular procedure. So this is nothing but the true shape of the section. In this way we can complete this answer. Try this answer with the proper tools in your paper. Thank you.